In today's video, I'm going to give some advice to help you as a man cultivate gravitas. Gravitas is the commanding presence and strong leadership that earns respect, makes your words carry weight, and ensures you're taken seriously. With gravitas, your male peers will respect you and listen when you speak. Men will seek your opinion and advice, and in the absence of formal leadership, they'll naturally look to you. Also, when you are in a position of authority, they are willing to follow you. So if that's what you want, I'm going to give you 8 things to work on. 4 that are focused on your speech and 4 that are focused on your presence and behavior. Let's begin. The first is to choose your words carefully. See, a man with gravitas doesn't dominate conversations or offer opinions on everything.
I've gotten used to not speaking unless I have something to say.
He speaks strategically, contributing when it benefits the group or the listener most. He focuses on what he truly knows, avoiding topics he's only vaguely familiar with. He keeps discussions on track, avoiding unnecessary tangents, and is an active listener when others are speaking. The second is that he'll say hard things when needed. See, a man with gravitas is not afraid to say what needs to be said.
Sit down. You need to hear this too.
He's willing to rebuke when warranted, but chooses his battles wisely, avoiding constant criticism. He doesn't laugh at every joke or not in agreement with everything that's said. He's willing to call out a line-crossing comment,
"Cross the line this time,"
or voice his disagreement when needed. The next is that he's willing to stand alone if necessary. See, a man with gravitas values truth and goodness above tribe loyalty. He consistently applies his principles and doesn't shy away from pointing out flaws in leaders or figures that the tribe holds in high esteem. In group settings, he's not afraid to challenge the consensus, even if it means standing alone. And then the last one dealing with speech is that he'll offer genuine encouragement. See, a man with gravitas gives encouragement that is sincere and specific, not empty flattery. Instead of vague compliments like, "You're a good dad," he offers detailed praise, such as, "You're a good dad because of this." His active listening and attentiveness to others allow him to offer meaningful encouragement when it's needed most. Now, the next 4 are about cultivating gravitas through how you act. And the first one is that he maintains a stable mood. See, a man with gravitas has a serious demeanor and a stable mood. He's not known as a pessimist, but neither is he naively optimistic. He doesn't live his life in fear and doesn't let bad news detract him from his mission and plan. He remains calm under pressure and avoids extreme mood swings. He knows when to enjoy a good laugh, but also when to turn off the humor. He doesn't seek to be the center of attention, allowing others to feel comfortable approaching him for serious advice or wisdom. The next is that he avoids impulsiveness. See, a man with gravitas is not impulsive. He has the patience to wait for the right timing and weighs the pros and the cons of his actions. His plans are realistic and he thinks through potential challenges before speaking. He doesn't make reckless suggestions or decisions without considering the consequences. The next is that he is knowledgeable. See, a man with gravitas is well-read and knowledgeable, aware of multiple perspectives and objections to his views. Having a deep knowledge base increases your authority to other men, as they're interested in hearing from people who are knowledgeable on a given topic. He avoids logical fallacies and accurately represents beliefs, especially those he disagrees with, demonstrating his competence to talk about an issue. And then the last is that he practices self-awareness. See, a man with gravitas understands his strengths and his limitations. He knows his areas of expertise, but also where his knowledge is lacking. He's self-aware enough to recognize when he looks or sounds silly and can laugh at it with the boys. He's mindful of his own body language and the nonverbal cues that he's giving off. He also reads the body language of those around him and adjusts accordingly. He knows when to stop speaking and make space for others to contribute. Now, as you've listened, 1 or 2 of these areas may have stood out to you as personal weaknesses. The good news is that recognizing them means that you're already self-aware and know where to focus your efforts to improve. If on the other hand you think that you've got this list nailed, I challenge you to take it a step further. You may have blind spots, issues that are obvious to others but not to you. So don't rely solely on your own perception, but seek feedback from multiple people. If you're married, go ahead and ask your wife, as she knows your flaws very well and sees how you present yourself to others. Ask her if there's anything that you do that lessens her respect for you. Also seek input from close male friends or mentors in your life, like a pastor or a coach. If you're serious about growth, don't waste your time asking yes men who will only encourage mediocrity. Rather, ask men who have gravitas themselves, men you aspire to be like, who you know will shoot straight with you. Now, if you'd like to go deeper on this topic, pick up the book It's Good to Be a Man, a handbook for godly masculinity. It's a book I've read several times before and highly recommend. The 9th chapter in the book is actually titled No Gravitas, No Manhood, and so it's a great place to go next to grow in both gravitas as well as manhood. Now, this isn't an exhaustive list. There are many other things which will either increase or decrease a man's gravitas. So let's hear from you. What are some things that you'd add to the list? Let's fill up the comment section with help and upvote the best advice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, would you please give it a like before you head out? If you want something else to watch, you can watch this video right here. And if you want more content like this in your feed, you can subscribe right here. Thanks so much.